You're shopping for a used SUV in 2026. You've got your budget figured out. You're scrolling through listings and suddenly you spot one. Great price, low miles, looks clean. Your finger hovers over that contact seller button. Hold up. Because some of these SUVs are ticking time bombs disguised as deals. They'll drain your wallet at the repair shop faster than you can say extended warranty. I'm about to walk you through 10 models that mechanics whisper about when customers aren't around. These are the ones where they shake their heads and mutter, "Man, I wouldn't touch that thing." They look great in the driveway. They photograph beautifully, but under the skin? Trouble. Pure trouble. Let's get into it. 1. Cadillac XT4, 2019 to 2023. We're kicking things off with some American luxury gone wrong. The Cadillac XT4. It's got the 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder and that 9-speed automatic. On paper, competitive. In reality, a digital disaster waiting to happen. Here's the thing. The engine and transmission aren't even the main villains here. They've got their quirks, sure. But the real nightmare is the electronics. We're talking constant software glitches, infotainment screens that freeze mid-drive, key fob connection drops that leave you locked out of your own vehicle. The lane keeping assist has a mind of its own, engaging when you don't want it, disappearing when you need it. And those Super Cruise sensors, when they fail, and they will, recalibrating or replacing them costs a small fortune. Cadillac's dealer network is thin compared to the Germans, so finding parts and qualified techs becomes a treasure hunt. You'll see these XT4s priced aggressively in 2026. Now you know why. The previous owner got tired of fighting with a touchscreen that thinks it's smarter than them. 2. Jeep Renegade, 2015 to 2023. Next up is the automotive equivalent of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Or maybe sheep in wolf's clothing? The Jeep Renegade. You see that Jeep badge and think rugged capability, trail-rated toughness. Pump the brakes on that fantasy. The Renegade shares its guts with the Fiat 500X. That's not automatically terrible, but those 1.4-liter and 2.4-liter Tiger Shark engines, constant headaches. The 2.4 especially loves to burn oil and develop rough idle issues. The 1.4 turbo suffers from boost leaks and premature wear. Then there's the electrical gremlins, random warning lights, infotainment reboots, window regulators giving up the ghost, sensors throwing codes for no apparent reason. The 9-speed automatic transmission in later models hunts for gears like it's lost in the woods. In 2026, you'll find these things priced dirt cheap. That price is a reflection of what's hiding underneath. You're not buying a Jeep, you're buying a lifestyle of check engine lights. 3. BMW X3 G01, 2018 to 2021. German engineering at its finest, not this time. The BMW X3 G01, and particularly with the 2.0-liter diesel B47 engine in the X-Drive 30D configuration. Though Americans mostly got the gas versions, the 2.0-liter B48 gas engine in the 30 has its own demons. Let's talk about the gas engine first, since that's what most American buyers got. Timing chain tensioner issues. Oil filter housing gasket leaks that'll leave puddles in your garage. The valve cover gasket is basically a scheduled maintenance item because it fails so predictably. If you're a short trip driver, school runs, grocery store, quick commutes, the particulate filter systems get clogged. The car throws a fit. Wants you to take it on the highway and run it hard just to clear itself out. Who's got time for that? The xDrive all-wheel drive system leaks from the front differential seals. Ignore it, and you're looking at differential failure. The driving dynamics are brilliant. It's still a BMW, but this generation asks you to pay for that privilege at every oil change interval. In 2026, demand full service records. If they can't show you documented maintenance, walk away. 4. Ford Escape, 2020 to 2023. This one hurts because I genuinely root for Ford, but the 2020 to 2023 Escape with the 1.5-liter EcoBoost 3-cylinder? It's got issues, folks. The engine itself runs hot, cylinder head problems, coolant intrusion into the combustion chamber. You'll find forum posts stretching for miles with owners describing white smoke, overheating, and mysterious coolant loss. Ford issued technical service bulletins, TSBS, but no widespread recall, leaving a lot of owners fighting dealerships. The 8-speed automatic transmission can be jerky, especially when cold. It improves as it warms up, but that first 10 minutes of driving feels like the car hasn't decided what gear it wants to be in. And if you got the hybrid, different set of problems. Electrical issues with the battery management system, random shutdowns, warning messages that require dealer-level diagnostics to clear. By 2026, these Escapes will flood the used market because the 3-year leases are up and people aren't renewing. They're bailing. Take that as a sign. 5. Chevrolet Equinox, 2018 to 2022. The Equinox sells like crazy. It's everywhere. Rental fleets love it. And that's part of the problem. A huge percentage of used Equinoxes lived hard lives shuttling tourists around Orlando and Phoenix before hitting the secondary market. No, but even setting aside rental abuse, the 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder that powers most of these has earned a reputation. Excessive oil consumption is the big one. Some owners report adding a quart every 1,000 miles. GM's response: that's within acceptable limits. Tell that to your oil-starved engine at 80,000 miles. There's also the issue of carbon buildup on the intake valves, a direct injection problem that GM never really solved with this engine. Performance suffers. Fuel economy drops. The fix involves walnut blasting the valves, which costs real money. The 9-speed automatic isn't disastrous, but it's not smooth either. Hesitation when merging onto highways. Clunky downshifts when you need power. These will be priced attractively in 2026 because there are so many of them. Supply and demand, but that low price reflects the gamble you're taking. 6. Range Rover Evoque, 2018 to 2021. Oh, the Evoque. It's gorgeous. That silhouette turns heads. The interior feels like a luxury apartment. And then reality sets in. The 2.0-liter Ingenium engine family, gas or diesel, has earned a brutal reputation. The timing chain is the star of the horror show. It stretches. It skips. And when it finally lets go, it takes the entire valve train with it. Pistons meet valves. The engine becomes modern art. The repair bill looks like a mortgage payment. This isn't a maybe someday problem. It's a when, not if problem. Land Rover knows about it. There have been quiet fixes on later production runs, but thousands of 2018 to 2021 models are still out there, ticking away. Add in the oil leaks from seemingly every gasket and seal, the electrical glitches in the infotainment and driver assistance systems, and you've got a vehicle that costs Range Rover money to maintain, even though its resale value is cratered. In 2026, you'll see these for tempting prices. Beautiful machines at seemingly reasonable numbers. The previous owners aren't stupid. They're escaping before the timing chain decides to retire. 7. Nissan Rogue Sport, 2017 to 2022. Nissan's CVT transmission has been controversial for years. In the Rogue Sport, known as the Qashqai elsewhere, it reaches peak frustration. The continuously variable transmission uses a belt system that wears out. When it starts going, you'll know. A droning noise that sounds like you're driving on a flat tire. The engine revs climb, but acceleration doesn't follow. It's like the car is thinking really hard about moving but can't commit. Repair? Forget it, the whole unit gets replaced. We're talking $4,000 to $6,000 at a dealer, and even independent shops struggle to find reliable rebuilt units. The 2.0-liter engine contributes its own problems. Oil leaks around the turbo feed lines. Carbon buildup. Nothing catastrophic individually, but combined with the CVT situation, you're looking at a vehicle that's aged poorly. By 2026, high-mileage Rogue Sports will be everywhere at bargain prices. Take one for a long test drive. Get it on the highway. Accelerate hard. If the RPMs climb but the speed doesn't follow proportionally, you're hearing the transmission's swan song. Keep driving. To the next listing. 8. Mercedes-Benz GLB 2020 to 2023. Mercedes selling a 7-seat compact SUV with a 1.3-liter engine. Read that again. A 1.3-liter four-cylinder developed jointly with Renault and Nissan, tasked with hauling around a family of 7+ cargo. This tiny turbocharged engine works overtime constantly. It has to. The GLB isn't light, and when you load it up, that little motor screams for mercy. Excessive oil consumption shows up early. Spark plugs and injectors fail ahead of schedule. The turbocharger lives a stressed existence and doesn't always make it to high mileage. The dual-clutch transmission compounds the problems. Cold weather makes it shudder and hesitate. Low-speed maneuvers feel jerky and unrefined. Not what you expect from the three-pointed star. This isn't the Mercedes experience people pay for. It feels like an economy car cosplaying as luxury. The 2.0-liter versions are significantly better, but they also cost more. If you're shopping GLBs in 2026, stretch your budget for the bigger engine, or skip the model entirely. The brand prestige won't comfort you when you're explaining to your mechanic why a Mercedes needs work at 40,000 miles. 9. Volkswagen Tiguan 2018 to 2023. The second-generation Tiguan looked like a winner. More space than before, available third row, refined interior. But the 2.0-liter TSI engine and 8-speed automatic combination developed a reputation. Water pump failures are almost a scheduled maintenance item at this point. The original plastic impeller design cracks and fails, usually around 60,000 to 80,000 miles. When it goes, you're either catching it in time or dealing with overheating damage. The timing chain tensioner has also raised concerns, particularly on earlier production units. VW revised it quietly, but plenty of pre-revision engines are still on the road. Carbon buildup plagues the direct injection engine, hurting performance and fuel economy over time. The 8-speed transmission works fine until it doesn't. Valve body issues can cause erratic shifting and require expensive repairs. VW ownership has always been a pay-to-play situation, but the Tiguan seems to front-load the problems. In 2026, these will be priced competitively because people are trading out after one ownership cycle. Ask yourself why. 10. Buick Encore GX 2020 to 2023. We finish with another case of a small engine doing a big job. The Buick Encore GX with the 1.2-liter or 1.3-liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engines shared with the Chevy Trailblazer. These little motors work surprisingly well until they don't. The turbocharger is under constant stress, especially in stop-and-go traffic. Heat management becomes critical. When the cooling system can't keep up and in dense urban driving, it struggles. Performance drops and components age prematurely. The CVT option on certain trims brings Nissan-style concerns about long-term durability. The 9-speed automatic is better but still prone to hunting for gears and exhibiting cold start jerkiness. Buick markets this as a refined small SUV with premium aspirations. The reality is a subcompact platform being asked to deliver more than it can handle. Owners report rough idling, mysterious rattles, and electrical glitches with the infotainment system. The Encore GX will look appealing in 2026 because of its low price and relatively low miles, but that engine and transmission combo was designed with a cost target in mind, not a longevity target. Proceed with eyes open. There you have it. 10 used SUVs you'll encounter in 2026 with attractive prices and hidden baggage. Every single one of these vehicles has owners who love them and had no problems. Statistics don't mean your specific example will fail, but the odds are tilted against you with these models. Before you buy any used SUV, pull the service records. If the seller can't produce them, assume the worst. Get a pre-purchase inspection from an independent mechanic who knows the specific brand. Scan the OBD2 port for stored and pending codes. A cleared check engine light doesn't mean the problem went away. Take an extended test drive. Get it hot, get it cold. Drive it in traffic and on the highway. Research model-specific problems before you even look at a vehicle. Forums are your friend. Your money, your time, your sanity. Spend an extra weekend researching now instead of spending every weekend at the repair shop later. If this helped you out, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment below if you've got experience, good or bad, with any of these models. And I'll see you in the next one.